Alright, hello. It's time for another political video. I think I'm going to try and wing this one on the go, on the fly. So, got an article, I'll have it linked down below. Bush breaks silence on Trump urges welcoming immigration policy. That's the URL bit, but anyhow. Bush versus President Trump's terrorism ban, I guess I'll call it. Alright, let's go through these. Let's go through the words of the article from different folks. I am for an immigration policy that's welcoming and upholds the law, Bush said. Globalist Bush. Now, see, that exposes, to me, that exposes his hand. I am for an immigration policy that's welcoming and upholds the law. Is it not lawful for Trump, the leader of the country, the president of the country, is it not lawful for him to protect the entire nation, all its citizens, from nations that he finds to have terrorists that want to immigrate? Is it not lawful for him to protect the citizens of the United States from potential terrorists or any group he even suspects to be a terrorist group to the country, to national security, to any of the sort? How is that not lawful? What the heck? Let's continue. Host Matt Lauer referred to a Muslim ban and asked how Trump's policies meshed with Bush's warm White House rhetoric directed towards Muslims. So let's dissect this. Host Matt Lauer, I don't know who he's with, whatever, referred to a Muslim ban. No, it's a terrorism ban. That was debunked in an article that showed it wasn't even the top Muslim countries that he banned, but he should ban them all because of their beliefs. Should also get them the heck out of the country as well for their beliefs. Their beliefs are jihad, Sharia law, overthrow, constitution. And we have some folks covering it up, covering for it and allied with it. It seems, in my opinion, to be the case. I don't know that to be the case necessarily, but I might have the opinion that certain folks, if they're not calling it out, if they're not calling it what it is, if they're not openly stating the issues, but instead covering for it, it tells me all that I need to know. So, should Bush have had a warm White House rhetoric directed towards a people group who are associated with a certain belief, certain kinds of beliefs? Zero toleration for those who don't believe the same as them. And we're talking very, very extreme intoleration. If you doubt, if you critique their beliefs, that is not something to be messed with and to be flooding the country with, or to be allowing into the country. And people are going to argue the religion aspect of that, but good gosh, for ones that want to conquer, terrorize, take over, slaughter everyone, and have no free speech, it's a total assault on American values, incompatible with the Constitution, Bill of Rights, our freedoms, incompatible, common sense. All this trash about tolerance and inclusiveness, all that trash is just propagated to be the red carpet for all these friendly refugees. You see how the red carpet is laid out so that there's no resistance to it. Tolerance, inclusiveness. We don't have to tolerate terrorism. What the heck? What the heck? All right, let's move on, I guess. All right, next bit is, I think it's very important for all of us to recognize one of our great strengths is for people to be able to worship the way they want to or not worship at all, Bush said. A bedrock of our freedom is the right to worship freely. Yeah, but not to want everyone else to conform or get slaughtered. Good gosh. You see the insane parallel between the beautiful freedoms of Christianity, change of the heart, change of minds through the heart, the gospel, Jesus. And then that other one through vicious force, violence, terrorism, bunch of bad things based upon their beliefs, their book, what it says, to be deceptive, to all sorts of things. Jeez. To be deceptive, alone. Christian worldview, Bible, everything laid out. There's no secretive trash. There's no secret organizations. There's no Illuminati, no Masons set up to cause all this blackmailing trash. No, all that stuff is, anti-Christian and more towards New World Order type stuff. Anyhow, yeah, so he's skewering the issues. He's arguing for the freedom to worship whatever religion, and back to immigration policy that's welcoming and upholds the law. Well, it is lawful for the president, to find a group as a threat and to be able to ban them from coming to our country, especially ones that we attacked and caused a boatload of terribleness for. We do not need to help everyone. It should be America first, America first, America first. We've helped a lot of people, but we don't have to take in everyone, and we don't have to take in potential terrorists and ones with terroristic beliefs. So Trump's trying to protect everyone in the country. My gosh, how could that have been opposed? Good grief. All right, let's continue. He also echoed the report's comments of new National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, refusing to term terrorism as inherently Islamic. So, National Security Advisor term terrorism. Yeah, see, if somebody's hesitating on, I don't know, that tells me at least something to a degree. If somebody's hesitating on certain things, not willing to say certain things, it tells me a little bit. But anyhow, all right, let's move on. I guess I don't have anything to say about that, really. It's just interesting. People who murder the innocent are not religious people, Bush said. They want to advance an ideology, and we have faced those kind of ideologies in the past. People who murder the innocent are not religious people. Bush, unless they have a Quran that tells them to take people out in the name of jihad to go to heaven, to earn their way to heaven, and have 70 virgin wives or something. No, they want to advance their religion. Zero tolerance. So, meanwhile, they have zero tolerance. Violent, extremely violent, zero tolerance. Wanting to come here, take us over. We have our youth, social justice warriors, talking all about tolerance and inclusiveness. That is the very prerequisite of what that would sort of stuff would need. That kind of Trojan horse. Oh my gosh. The world is unbelievable right now. Alright, so I guess let's continue to the final bit of this. I consider the media to be indispensable to democracy, Bush said. That we need an independent media to hold people like me to account. Power can be very addictive. It can be corrosive. Alright, I consider the media to be indispensable to democracy. Yeah, free, uncontrolled media. I mean, anybody's gonna have a bias, but if he's meaning the mainstream media, that would be the mainstream media, in my opinion, who brainwashed, and thus stole boatloads of votes for Trump in favor of Hillary by portraying Hillary going to win, and yet against all odds, Trump won. So if there would have been a fair game, not everyone projecting Hillary to win, some people wouldn't have voted for Hillary just because they thought she was going to win anyway. So what would have been the real numbers? Would the mainstream media have proclaimed that she had the popular vote then, if she was really under then? You know, I don't think she had the popular vote anyway, in my opinion, but that's a different topic. But anyhow, this is pretty much it, so we're gonna wrap it up there, I guess. So yeah, globalist Bush. He has an interesting family with an interesting history, and one that should be studied by the American people. Him, his father, his grandfather, maybe even his brother a little bit, but more so his father and his grandfather. Very interesting. I think there's clips on YouTube where his father is calling for a new world order, and he disturbingly says that they will be successful. He says that they will be successful, and it's a disturbing line to me. New world order, globalism, is an anti-Christian concept. It's back to Babylon. Very interesting stuff. But anyhow, Bush the globalist, he wants a immigration policy that's welcoming, open arms. Gotta tolerate it. Upholds the law. Well, it's law. It should be lawful. Very, very lawful for Trump to protect the country from terrorists or potential terrorists. My goodness. So, just a little bit of criticism there. So, anyhow, I guess thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more political videos. I will see you up ahead. Take care, fool.